All right, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? So, all right, your boy's back at home at my regular home abode. Okay, if you guys are new to my channel, I am a reactor. I like to react to drama content. I like to react to basketball content. Some days I react to both. Some days I react to one. But whether you like basketball or you like drama, I'm the guy for you. Every other day will be something new. So one day will be basketball, one day will be YouTube, TikTok, Cloud Demon drama shit. But you're always gonna find something interesting for you. I'm either gonna make you laugh, make you cringe, maybe both, depending on my basketball opinion or my drama opinion, which I think is fact. But I spit facts, nothing but. Nonetheless, though, let's get this shit started. If you like the content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get up there, you know. The more people I can get to like and to comment and subscribe, the more people I can get on my channel, the better. I appreciate any love that you guys send my way. I am small, but I'm trying to get up there. So let's get this shit started with today. We're going to be looking at how Bobbi Althoff lost her entire audience in 1 year by the boy JAMARI. So let's go ahead and get this shit started.
So it has been quite a long time since we last checked in on Bobbi Althoff. Around a year and a half ago, I actually declared her the biggest industry plant I had ever witnessed hit the podcast scene.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host Bobbi Althoff.
Basically, this woman came out of nowhere and had some huge guests like Drake, Mark Cuban, and other celebrities on her show that she dubbed the Really Good Podcast.
I think my mom named me after a lawyer, which always kind of like rubbed me the wrong way.
Within a week of the Drake interview,
Jewish man named after a lawyer? Interesting. Okay, but in all seriousness, though, with Bobbi Althoff, I don't understand how the hell she blew up so fast. I remember when I first saw her pop up on my For You page, I had no idea who the hell she was. All I know is that rappers were talking to her, celebrities were talking to her, and I had no idea how she was able to get the guests that she got. She just blew up. Like, I'm not one to be like the conspiracy type person, but if anybody can say plant, I mean, that kind of sounds like one. Never heard of you. Never seen any credential that proves why you should have a podcast to talk to these type of people. Yet you blew up as big as you did, and you were as big as you were. Again, not the conspiracy type, but I'm just saying.
Bobbi was being represented by one of the top talent agencies and getting mainstream publicity. For this reason, people began to call her an industry plant because the only content that she had made online before this was essentially a spoof of mommy blogger TikTok content, where she did garner millions of followers, mainly moms all around the country who liked her sarcastic brand of humor.
There is nothing more embarrassing than walking around with one of these. Everyone knows how I got there. They know what you did.
She claims that she parlayed this TikTok career into another career in podcasting after she offered her followers $300 if they could get a celebrity to come onto her podcast.
It was like a finder's fee, right? You said if you can get a celebrity, I will pay you $300.
Yeah.
She says that this offer led to the episode with Funny Marco, which would in turn lead to her being in bed with Drake. You can picture her to be like the slightly more successful Hawk Tuah girl. To me, their careers actually draw a lot of parallels to each other, but one has...
The thing with, I talked about this before. I'll go ahead and tag my reaction to Hawk Tuah at the end of this video. But the problem I feel here is that Hawk Tuah actually could have been more successful than Bobbi Althoff if she didn't decide to go the Jake Paul and Logan Paul route of scamming people with a meme coin. There was no reason for her to do that. There was absolutely no reason for her to do that. She had amassed a large following. Like, how big was her talk tour, right? Now, keep in mind, she lost subscribers. She lost a decent amount of subscribers. She hasn't posted for about a month. That's because she's still sleeping. Nonetheless, though, she lost a shit ton of subscribers because of the meme coin shit. But look at her views, dog. 600,000 views, 300,000 views, 361, 548, 269, 262, 305, 346, 824. Like, she hit a lot of views, and she only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 videos. 13 podcast videos. I guess I could have read this right here, but it's okay. I'm slow. Nonetheless, 13 videos, dog. She had 13. 13. And she threw it away for a meme coin. She literally could have been making bank. If we look at her fucking view, 11 million views, dog. 11 million. She could have made bank just off this YouTube channel, off of a fucking meme of her saying, Hawk Tua. But instead, she was trying to get quick money, and now this shit's gone. Now it's gone. It's gone. And I get that you guys may say, well, a lot of people probably were watching the hate viewer. Maybe. Or a lot of people were watching the meme it. Sure. But I mean, all 548,000 of those people? All 800,000 of those people? I don't think so. She had a decent following. I don't like her, but she had a decent following. She had a decent amount of people that liked her. The video I talked about her in, the Talk to a reaction video that I made, that's my most disliked video on this channel. And keep in mind, I talk basketball, and I made a video about Jordan not being the GOAT in my eyes. And how I think a video that was very well made just was kind of biased towards his side. And that did not get disliked like my Talk to a video. She's got a weird amount of fans. Weirdly. So yeah, she threw her life away for a fucking meme coin. It's kind of sad. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Had to tell the world her methods for sucking dudes off before she got thrown into the belly of the industry matrix. You know, they both had that type of lightning in a bottle rise to fame that left onlookers saying, damn, this world is getting really f***ed up. But to be fair to Bobbi, she does seem a lot more intelligent than Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua. Hawk Tua. Hawk Tua. Say it aggressive. Like Hawk Tua.
Whatever happened.
Yeah, she... Yeah, all you gotta do is talk about... what did I say in my last video? Humperdorf. Humperdorf. Or Humpledorf. Let's make me blow up, guys. Let's make me blow up, guys. Let's make me blow up more than my weight. Humpledorf. Fucking stupid ass saying. Got her a shit ton of money and she just threw it away. That's so infuriating.
What happened to that chick, by the way?
Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I guess she's still asleep. And with Bobbi having such an astronomical rise to fame in such a short period of time, and the fact that most people felt like she was directly biting her entire deadpan comedic style from Funny Marco himself, she started to get a lot of ridicule online. I don't think it helped that she missed her son's birthday party to be there in bed with Drake that day.
You know,
I flew all the way here
you did. I really do appreciate
on my daughter's
that.
first birthday.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday for
To be here.
Dark.
Oh, man. Drake's like, you miss your daughter's first birthday? Drake was in shock, dog. He's like, you missed your daughter's first birthday. I would never miss a child's birthday. That's how Drake feels. He's like, I would never miss a child's birthday. God damn. That was a joke, by the way. OVO team, please don't come my way. That was a joke. I'm just joking. Please, I'm broke. Leave me alone. I was just joking. For all entertainment purposes, that was a joke. I don't know anything about any rumors towards Aubrey, Drizzy Drake. I don't know anything he may or may not have done. I was just cracking one. I was cracking one.
Dark. Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Something people thought was a joke at first, as it was her brand to be dry and sarcastic, but now it's been revealed that she was being totally serious. The other thing was...
horrible parenting for sure. Drake knows all about horrible parenting. Any parent that let their child be around Drake, he knows horrible parents. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. All right, that's enough. We're back to it.
When she was doing these interviews, she would constantly be making passes at these men, asking them if they would sleep with her or if she was their type.
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you. Would you date someone that looks like me?
Something that is not only strange to do as an interviewer, but also it got even more wild when people found out that she was still married. Strangely enough, the dude would actually file for divorce the very same month the Drake podcast came out, which led to quite a bit of speculation online.
I'd do it.
One thing I will say is that she was way ahead of her time when it came to the Drake mistreatment, deleting their interview right after it started going viral, and hating at his concert. But after a while, the sarcastic, too cool to care bit really got old, and she even got put in her place by rapper Offset, who let her know that she wasn't all that.
You wanted to be on my podcast.
Why you keep saying that cap shit, man? I honestly didn't even want to do this shit. I don't fucking do interviews. You already told me you looked me up. I'm walking out on bullshit. I'm fucking with you because they're making me.
As a matter of fact, he cooked the hell out of her.
You need a little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken, just on the thing, you pull it off, and then you serve the dish. You need some motherfucking seasoning, man.
You can leave now.
This is my hotel. I pay for this motherfucker.
Hey, you can get out of here now. Bitch, This is my room. You get out of here. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, if you're not respected as far as being in the field that you in, you're gonna run into someone like this who may fuck with you. Now, whether or not he was or was not an asshole, I don't know. Well, one thing I can say as far as the clip shows is that she's not respected. And why isn't she respected? She hasn't done anything to show respect for. You know what I mean? No one's saying you have to be a NBA player in order to speak on the NBA and for people to take your opinion seriously. I mean, I speak on the NBA. Trust me, I've never, ever stepped on an NBA court. Ever. I've stepped on a lot of basketball courts, though. I played basketball when I was in high school. I've watched a lot of basketball myself. I'm not saying my opinion matters as much as a Stephen A. Smith. At times, his opinion can be weird. Or a Shannon Sharp, even though he's heavy in football. Still, when it comes to NBA, probably take his opinion more seriously. Why? Because he's more in-depth into that field. And I'm not just saying because he was a player. I'm saying because he's been an analyst for years. You know, he has pedigree. But she has no pedigree. She just came into the field with nothing. She doesn't know anything about these rappers. So at least with me, it's like I can talk about basketball because I know a decent amount about basketball, right? But she doesn't have any knowledge at the very least. So it's one thing if you're not in the fucking field at all and you come in, but at least you have some knowledge, you know? To go back and forth with these guys, but you have no knowledge about the rap field, about the rap game. You have no knowledge about the celebrities you're talking about. You have very minuscule knowledge that you went and Googled before you even sat down in a chair. You're just asking stupid-ass questions that you want to come off kind of cringy and kind of funny and be like, oh, so... looking at Drake and being like, oh, so do you think you'd sleep with me? Am I your type? And Drake responding with, well, you're a little old, but I'd do you. Okay, he didn't say that. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid questions. Stupid questions. No real interview. No real shit. Not to talk about music. It's just boring. It's boring. But you have a few clippable moments that are funny, so you throw that up. But if you actually sit there and watch the whole interview, it's boring. Why is it boring, though? It's not boring because you may be a boring person. She might be fine. It's boring because you don't know who the fuck you're talking to. So you have no way to connect with who the fuck you're talking to. So the only thing you can get out of your podcast is just a few clippable moments to blow up. But your whole podcast, it's boring. But anyway, let's keep going.
You can leave now.
And then she changed up her whole look, and she went on a show with Keke Palmer, and right there she got accused of being an industry plant right to her face.
I know.
You're an industry plant, right?
I am, but...
You do feel kind of planty. We do have the same manager, so is this
I know,
isn't
that crazy?
It feels a bit planty.
This is definitely
You got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Hey, it has been a minute.
What I think industry plant is, it's like somebody that has been that is tied to someone else in the industry and uses those connections to capitalize, and they have zero talent.
I'm not an anythinger.
What the fuck? How the hell you gonna be disrespected like that? I'm sorry. I could be the biggest plant on the planet. If you come to be disrespectful like that, I'm squaring up. I don't give a fuck. I'll be like, listen, I may be a plant dog, but we gotta go now. I gotta see what type of movement you be on. Let's see this shit, bro. I'm about to hit you with the meanest fucking spear in history. That's crazy.
I don't have any talents.
And then people started to say that she was trying to manufacture moments. She had Ryan Garcia chasing her around the room like they were on the playground. He would later tweet out that they had this
You know, I also chase women around a hotel room. Usually they're screaming louder, though. And they're telling me, oh... You know, it's funny, you know, they're screaming, they're like, oh, what are you doing in here? How did you get in? Who are you? So I get the playfulness, you know. I'm all about it myself. It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun time. Usually the cops are called. I don't know what that's about, but it's still a fun time.
Intimate situation after that was recorded, and she continued with this reputation that she was kind of being bounced around the industry.
You got some close up?
like to read people's messages, not get room tours.
Let me read your messages.
No. I don't like
I'll let you read one message if you let me read one message.
I delete all of my messages.
Liar.
Are you cleaning? I do. You don't? You keep your
I
messages?
delete my messages?
Yeah, you keep yours?
People that delete their messages are cheaters. I'm not a liar or a cheater. I hate liars.
And I feel like relevance...
Here's the thing. I don't know if people who delete their messages are cheaters. It all depends in context, right? Before you guys snap at me. Because like I said, I am married. Before you snap at me and you're like, cheater! Listen. When it comes to my text messages, I do something... Come here. I do this thing called a job, right? I also go to school. Shit's crazy. I know that's kind of crazy coming from like a YouTuber. You know, you wouldn't expect that from like a job. Not this, like a job. I'm hoping one day this is a job for me, but we'll see. Nonetheless, when it comes to me at work and when it comes to me at school, I have to sign into shit and give verification codes. I have to do that several times. Sometimes they'll log me out and for security purposes and blah, blah, blah. So I'll have, you got a code from Google, or you got a code from this, you got a code from this. This is your verification code. Your DoorDash order has now arrived. As you can see. Big boy. Nonetheless, though, I'll delete those. Like, I'll delete all the, like, verification codes and shit like that, and all the like, spam filler bullshit. Or, like, oh, you have a USPS delivery that's supposed to be there. And it's crazy because nobody really sends me packages. So I'll go ahead and click on it, but then they'll be asking me for, like, my credit card. So, of course, I'll give it to them. And for some reason, I'll always have, like, all the money out of my account just drained. Don't know what that's about, but anyway. In all seriousness, though, I know that was a joke. I want to clarify that was a joke. I'm not saying I get a bunch of views. But for anybody who may get a message that says, hey, this is from USPS, you have a package, please go ahead and, sign in, give us your credit card. If you receive something like that, do not put in your credit card. I was joking. Do not put in your credit card. You will get fucking scammed. But anyway, yeah, I'll delete all that shit. But I'll keep, like, messages from my wife, friends, family, old shit. I won't delete that. I won't delete full-on conversations. She may be speaking about full-on conversations, which does seem a bit weird. But as for me, like, I'll delete, like, old verification messages and old shit that I may not need to be in my inbox anymore. So, yeah, I just don't want it to be like, oh, I delete all messages. I'm not trying to give her any, like, super big leeway. She seems kind of, scummy. But, hey, I'm trying to be a little nice here. You know what I mean? A little nice.
Wise, she kind of just came and went, and honestly, Hawktua kind of took her spot online. Nowadays, Bobbi's channel and TikTok are mainly inactive, and the last couple of podcasts only garnered a small percentage of what she was averaging only a year ago. And I actually put myself through absolute agony by watching over an hour of Bobbi being interviewed by Forbes and Wired magazine. Bobbi Althoff, the deadpan podcast host America can't get enough of. Wow, a whopping 10k views. America just can't get enough. Obviously, her publicist got her this opportunity, as a lot of celebrities and online talent alike do this type of thing, so they can still try and seem relevant to their sponsors and other people kind of pouring money into their careers. And before we get into all the out-of-touch things she said during these interviews, I did want to tell you guys about today's video sponsor. Some of you already know my coworkers Lola and Delilah, who frequently make cameos in the back of my videos. Both were actually rescued off the streets of San Antonio and Eagle Pass before I adopted them. Needless to say, these dogs are family to me, and part of them being my family means feeding them right. But Lola has food allergies that have led to expensive vet bills, and Delilah has had some issues with her weight in the past. But with the sponsor of today's video, Sundays for Dogs, I can rest assured that they are being fed quality ingredients that they actually enjoy. Usually healthy dog feeding habits require a lot of time, money, and preparation, but Sundays is actually an air-dried, human-grade dog food with a beef jerky texture, meaning not only is it easy to serve, but also easy to store, unlike other fresh dog foods. I really just throw it in the bowl and my dogs love it every single time. I mean, just look at them. Now Lola isn't itching and Delilah's weight is in check. In fact, the vet just said that she had obtained the ideal body for y'all's information. And I want to give your dog a chance to try Sundays, so I have a special offer just for you. 50% off your 2-week trial of Sundays at sundaysfordogs.com/JAMARI, or you can always just use my code JAMARI at checkout. There is simply no better time than the start of the year to make a change, and if you sign up in January, you also get a free 5-dog collar equipped with 6 months of live GPS for active tracking. So click the link down below or use my code JAMARI when checking out on Sundays for Dogs today. Now in these interviews, I actually did learn a lot about Bobbi for the good and the bad. And after listening to her, her come-up story actually doesn't sound that outrageous to me.
For a few years before before I was on TikTok, just doing brand deals, posting.
But she is honestly just not very likable. Coming up, she claims that she was posting 5 to 10 TikToks per day for years, where she routinely raked in millions of views, followers, and hundreds of thousands of dollars per year.
But my goal for the first year of once I started getting views and getting followers was that every single day I had to have one video that I posted that got 1 million views. So I would keep trying and trying and trying.
Now, using the Wayback Machine, I can see that her numbers do pretty much align with her story, but I do still think that after the Drake podcast, they really tried to make her this big thing, and it just kind of burnt out and then fell flat on its face for the same reason that industry plants in the music sector never stay hot, because the fans they garner are so incredibly generic and fickle that they would just move on to the next trend like nothing. And one thing I did...
Here's the thing with, like, industry plants, though. I do agree that they may not last long. But what would we... I'm spitballing as I make this statement. Here, let me pull up Sketchpad, right? So here's the thing with, like, industry plants, right? He pulled up Ice Spice as well. Ice Spice, people want to say, is an industry plant. Bobbi Althoff, industry plant. And people will throw in Hawk to a girl as well. Alright? So, what do these three have in common? Well, they kind of blew up. They had a decent amount of following. People felt like they could connect with them. I feel like the problem is they strayed away from what people connected with them with. Let's look at Ice Spice, right? She would go and do a set. I would say concept, but it's not even that. She would go and do a set. She'd go and get on stage for like 5 minutes, and then she's done. You have a lot of fans that like your music. I don't really care for it, but you have a lot of fans that like your music. So when you get up there, you only dance for 5 minutes. Okay, well, your growth is going to go up, and then it's going to dip because people are going to stop caring. I mean, if you're not going out there and performing as you should, then you're not going to be as big as you think you should be. Just because you believe you're big doesn't believe you should get everything you want, nor should you not work anymore for it. Look at Taylor Swift. We all may not like or dislike Taylor Swift. But let me tell you something about Taylor Swift. She did a whole Aries tour, 3-4 hours long a night. Several nights, some nights in a row. Weekends, different countries, states. She was like in Indianapolis, I think, for like a Saturday, and then you called her across the country on like a Tuesday, just a couple days out after spending like 4 hours on stage, and she'd do it again. I don't like Taylor Swift. I don't give a fuck about her. I'm just saying she's huge. She's giant. Everybody knows her, but she's still performing like she's trying to be huge, which is why she's probably still huge. Like, look at me. I'm not huge, but I'm trying to be huge, so I'm recording like I'm trying to be huge. But that's the thing with me. This is never going to stop. If you guys follow me, like, comment, subscribe, one thing I can promise you is my content may shift every now and then from react to in real life shit, because if you guys are able to help me achieve my goal of blowing up on here and to get some money, I'm still going to react to content because I know that some of y'all like my opinions. You like to hear me yap for whatever reason. You like to hear me yap, and I love that. So I'm still going to give my commentary, but I'm also going to post videos of me playing basketball on the court. Why? Because now I can afford to take the time out of my day to go on a court and record a basketball tournament between me and my friends, you know? Or I'm going to go out with my wife and record an entire day of just walking around a very nice state park, record it, make content out of it, because I'm able to take the day to do that for you guys. But I'm never going to slow down. I'm never going to be the creator that's just like, oh, he dropped a video every single day like I do now, and now he drops a video once every 3 weeks, once every other week. It's like, that's just not going to happen, because I want to keep going up. But that's the problem with some of these people, is that they want to get money the fast way, and then they want to stop working. And that's what happened with Hawk Tua. She dipped down because, as we saw, she had a decent audience, a decent follower. But she fucked around and said, you know what? I want more money and I want it fast. Let me go ahead and do a coin. She was up here. She was to the moon. But she was trying to take her meme coin to the moon as well. And that's what fucked her. And she dipped. And then with Bobbi Althoff. Honestly, out of these two, she just never worked on her craft. That's the problem. At least with these two, I'm not saying they worked on their craft, but at least they had something going for them where they were talented. They just got lazy towards the end and fucked themselves. With Bobbi Althoff, she started off as lazy, started big, and thought that being lazy the entire time would work. She never tried to understand the industry she was talking about. She never tried to understand the people she was talking about. She never tried to actually have decent questions walking into an interview. It was always just meme, deadpan comedy shit, which, like he said, got old quickly, and she got old quickly and dipped. So when it comes to, like, industry plants, I'm not sure if he's right about... He is right, they don't work out, but I'm not sure they don't work out because, you know, people don't like industry plants, because they were all liked at one point, so people do like industry plants. I feel like they just don't work out because they get lazy. They want fast money, they don't want to put any work, and they lose interest. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's continue.
Did find very interesting in these interviews was the insistence that she has always been driven by wanting to be famous.
I've always wanted to act or have some type of leg in Hollywood, kind of. So I felt, my family always says that if anybody in our family was going to end up where I ended up, it would be me, because I was the most driven towards that.
And even more by wanting to be rich.
How'd you become an influencer or creator?
Just wanting to make money.
She even says that the only reason she did podcasting and TikTok in the first place was because she saw how much money other people made doing it and got motivated.
Mentally decided that she made like at least $300 a year on her podcast alone, and I was like, that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
And for someone who loves money so much, she seems incredibly lazy about her job. Multiple times she brags about the fact that she goes into her podcast doing little to zero research on her guest that day.
And what is your interviewing technique?
Just no research, show up, and ask questions.
I fucking called it. I called it. I fucking called it. Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about, dog. Let me tell you something. Whenever I'm like reacting to content, I want you guys to understand. Why do I react to like drama and like TikTok clout chasers and shit like that? I feel like because I'm a little older, you know. I'm more experienced. I'm more, you know, mature. Sometimes, but I feel like I have a very well-established view of the world. I've been through a lot of shit. If you guys know me, I tell you my story. If you guys don't know me, you know, when I was about 17, 18 years old, I was kicked out of the house. Dad abandoned me. I had to work 2-3 jobs at a time. Take the morning bus at 5 a.m. to take another bus at 6:30. Wouldn't be home until 7 o'clock at night just to wake up again the next day and to go into work. And sometimes I wouldn't be home until 1 a.m. because I had my second job. And I go back home, get like 3 hours of sleep, and wake up and work again. I saw a lot of shit. I've been immature myself. I understand a lot of shit, so I will react to like TikTok, YouTube, clout shit. That's the shit I like to react to. I will also react to basketball. I've watched a lot of basketball in my time. I love basketball. I play basketball. It's been my favorite thing. And to this day, you know, it's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's one of my favorite things to learn about. You know, in my video before, I said I didn't know much about Jerry West in order to talk about Jerry West. But I've been looking more into Jerry West ever since making that comment in that video, and that was just a couple days ago. So I like to educate myself on shit. And when I'm talking to you guys, I'm either speaking from experience or I'm speaking from knowledge, but I'm never speaking out of my ass. Okay? When it comes to her, she speaks out her ass. That's all she does. And that shit is not going to work. When you have a celebrity like Tyga or Drake, you have questions that people want asked to them. It's not going to fly when you're just like, oh, you think I'm attractive? Oh, how do you feel about deleting messages off phones? It's like, what the fuck? No one cares about that. They want to know actual questions. They want to know, does Drake have ghostwriters? They want to know how does Tyga feel about Lil Wayne to this day? How's their relationship going? They want to know shit like this. Not this dumb shit of you just being oblivious to who they are. Because that's boring. Alright? So if you're not going to put effort into content, then don't do the content. I do this shit because I hope I blow up, sure. But I do it because it's fun and it's a hobby for me. I treat it like a hobby. Just like I go to the basketball court so I can lose some weight. And I play for fun with the guys. As a hobby. I know it's not giving me money, but I play as a hobby. And I give my full effort because I'm having fun. And I give my full effort here while I'm talking to y'all. Because I'm having fun. Right? But you're never going to see me come on here and be like, oh, let's react to a video It's like a 10-minute video, and the video is 10 minutes and 20 seconds long. 20 seconds was me giving my intro and my outro, and that's it. And we just sat here and watched me go, wow, that's crazy, the entire video. You know? I'm going to actually give my commentary where it's fit, and I'm not going to fake my commentary either. I'm never going to pause to yap on bullshit. I'm always going to tell you how I'm feeling about some shit. But with her, it's just like, I don't need to give any effort. I don't need to try. I don't want to try. It's like, then why do this, dog? I just want the money. Then you probably shouldn't be in the field. Yes, you should be paid adequately for shit that you're doing. The goal is always to achieve money. I'm never going to sit here and tell you that my goal is not to get money. Any creator that tells you that is lying to you. Obviously, my goal is to get money, but I'm not going to do something that I hate in order to get money. If you hate this, don't do it. You know what I mean? I understand, trust me, I have a job right now that I don't like, but I have to do because it puts money on the table, sure. But I'm saying if you're going to ask for money, it's one thing to have to work at a McDonald's or Burger King or assembly job, okay, like a lot of us do. It's another thing to do a job like this, entertainment, and to ask people to fund you, because that's what I would be virtually doing. It's one thing for me to go to my job. I'm not asking anyone to fund me. I'm giving my hours to get money in return. They're asking me to work for them. But right now, I'm asking y'all to let me work for you. Let me entertain you and let me get money for it. And I wouldn't do that if I hated doing this. Because then it's not genuine and you're not going to enjoy it because I'm going to be boring. I'm only looking for a paycheck, so I'm never going to give full effort into my shit. So yeah, I fucking called it. Let's continue.
Researching how he interviews people, and I was like, oh God, this is a lot of work. Let me just go in there and know nothing. It's a lot of work. It's so much work.
And keep in mind, she's doing this in the face of two career journalists who do not look very amused.
Is the notebook just for show? Because you kind of have it open with paper on top of it.
This is just my method.
It's okay.
This is my method. I'm a journalist, so I have my method.
I was making around like $250 to $300 a year.
1,000.
Yeah.
From brand
deals on TikTok. Wow. And 250 is great and all, but it's hard to come up with content with just me every day.
$250,000 a year as an annual income is great and all.
Yeah.
It is great.
It is great.
Yeah, she's out here making $300,000 per.
The fuck? 300K is great and all, but you know, it's not that much. You know, I make like the quadruple the amount of money as most people, but you know, it's not that much. 300K? Plah. I can't even buy anything with that. 300K.
Per year. Sounds like a minimum wage job at Sonic, which I don't think is a winning strategy for gaining public favor. To me, above all else, it really just seems like there's really no passion in anything Bobbi does, and it's all strictly for the money or the clout, which in some fields can definitely work, but not in the entertainment industry.
I hope that I go from D-list to A-list.
Said that.
That's my goal in 10 years.
From D-list to A-list.
Yes.
She still insists over and over, though, that she would be fine going back to a job at Jersey Mike's.
At the end of the day, if I had to go back and work at Jersey Mike's again to support myself, I'll make your sandwich for you.
Yeah, I'm calling absolute bullshit on that, okay? She wasn't even cool with 300,000. And during these interviews, both of the interviewers indirectly question her rise to fame and make allusions to the idea that someone in the background pulls a lot of strings for her.
What do you think is your appeal? Why do you think you became a thing?
I'm not sure.
That's why she is seen as a plant, and she probably is one. Here's the thing. If you guys would ask me now, I'm not even big. I'm a small-time creator, so please, like, comment, subscribe. But I'm a small-time creator. I got 59 followers. I can't even say I got 60 yet, but I'm thankful for every single one of them, because last week I said I'm at 49. I can't even say 50. The week before I said I was at 39. I can't even say 40. So I'm moving up slowly, but moving. And I'm moving because of the work that I'm putting in. More videos. Some videos do better than other videos. Some videos do poorly. Some videos do great. But I can never look at myself and say, I'm not going to upload today because maybe this video will do poorly. Well, maybe that video would have done great. But it doesn't matter. I got to do the work. But if somebody asks me, why do you think people appeal to you? Why do you think people subscribe to you? Why do you think people listen to you? I'm going to be like, here's the thing. It's probably because I'm brass and I'm honest. I'm genuine. That's probably why people follow me. I give honest opinions. I say it how it is. I try to come off as unbiased as I can, especially with my basketball opinions. I try to, but like I said, I am biased. I got LeBron on my fucking wall. So yeah, I could definitely have a bias, but I try to come off unbiased, and I try to see all sides of a perspective, whether it be basketball or drama. And I feel like people like that I'm genuine and I'm honest with them. That's why I feel like people connect with me. There you go. But I'm never going to be like, yeah, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I don't know. It's like, oh, okay, so that means you don't work on your craft, or you don't even believe you have a craft. You just turn on the camera, record, and you're done. You don't even try. You don't even think about what you're going to do. Trust me, this content shit, it's not as hard as other people with their content, with the videos that they make. Trust me, I want to do those type of videos. I like React content, but I also want to do like, oh, today we are on the basketball court. We're going to do a competition to see who makes the most like half-court shot, three-point shots. Today we're walking in the woods, and while we walk, we're going to tell spooky stories and explore fucking haunted shit. I want to have fun videos as well. I just don't have the time to do so. Even with the videos that I react to, I sit here and I go, what should I react to? I don't just click random videos. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? What do I feel like my audience would like? And I do that. But the fact that she's like, I don't even know why I blew up. Okay, that shows me that you have no care into your content. You just upload shit to upload shit. So nice.
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, early on, I was like, is that a joke? Like, what is an industry plant? You guys,
Right.
and I would just play into it because I was like, there's no way people actually think that. But then I realized, like, what people actually
People
think.
actually, no, I did my reading. They actually think
They
that.
really do. And I think that it makes sense. Like, from an outside looking in perspective, I can see why they would think that.
Basically, it seems like nobody's buying her story, and at one point she even cries over the hate that she receives online.
Sometimes it's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
Other than that, when it comes to Bobbi, there were these pictures of men carrying her out of the club. Someone put together that she was allegedly dating this NFL player based on one of her posts, and then she got totally embarrassed when this dude did not want to claim her like that, denying the allegations on Twitter after they caught his ass in 4K. I mean, truly, there's nothing much worse than when you think you were in a full-blown relationship with someone, and it turns out they were hiding your ass the whole time or really don't want anything to do with you like that publicly. And so now she's been on TikTok crying.
Just like hard to imagine finding someone who is truly good for you. It's hard to imagine there's a world where there's like someone who's actually meant for you.
I mean, talk about a turn of events. She was online talking about it's time for her hoe phase.
So what you doing for these 2 years? You gonna be a hoe?
I have to do a hoe.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Oh no, you said you married young and you have your 2 kids already and you're divorced. Isn't that what divorced people do after that?
Just sleep around and have fun.
And now she's recording herself tearing up on camera.
And I got lonely. Met a guy around Thanksgiving. And I think things moved really fast. I don't know. I thought it was fucking fate. Clearly it wasn't. It was really sweet. It raised the bar for me, which sometimes sucks because then it's like, fuck. I didn't want the bar to be raised at all. Dating is just hard, you guys. Like,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell
Listen, I'm not trying to shit on her for being upset and being sad, because that is a sad thing. No matter how you feel about her, it is sad if you're going to be with someone, you're with someone, and you don't even have to be famous. Just imagine it like, hey, I'm with Ben. Me and Ben are together. And then they go up to Ben. It's like, oh, damn, you and her are together. I didn't even know that. Like, how long has this been going on? Huh? What? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I'm not with her. And then they find a video of them together. And it's like, what is this? It's like, fuck. Fuck. I was hoping that didn't come out. Like, that obviously would be upset. Like, damn, really, Ben? You gonna really sit there and act like we're nothing? Like, it didn't happen at all? You're gonna act like I just am delusional here? Like, that could be sad. But at the very same time, you garner the audience you want. The type of audience that I want, right, is an audience that likes to listen to nuance, an audience that can try to be unbiased, and an audience who is genuine. Even if you disagree with me, you can totally disagree with me, but at least you're genuine in your disagreements. You can be like, listen, I'm going to try to shit on your opinion. That's one thing I will always do, okay? I may shit on your opinion. That's one thing. If you're into my basketball shit, look at my Eddie Buckets video. I've shitted on opinions he made. I wasn't shitting on him as a person. I even said that the video that he made was beautifully made. I just did not respect the opinion that he was giving. But that's okay. Be genuine, though. You know what I mean? Don't beat around the bush. Be honest. Be open. And you will receive the same type of people the same type of energy you're putting out, you're going to get back. So when you're putting out fake energy, saying that you don't care about people, saying that you're not going to research people, saying that you don't want to put any effort or any feeling behind your work, how can you expect to garner an audience that's going to care about you whatsoever.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
I don't know, I always just think it's an interesting case study to see how quickly these individuals fall out of favor with the public. For her and the Hawk Tuah girl, it was like trying to live in a house with no foundation, like that bitch is up on stilts. All it really takes is a little adversity to knock that shit down. And listen guys, I truly think Drake owes this chick a room in his compound. Like if he had not laid up with her in bed and put her on the map, this all likely would have never happened. Maybe Kendrick wouldn't even have dissed his ass, maybe he was at home on his laptop and this is what sent him over the edge. He knew at this moment that Drake was not like him. In all seriousness though, Bobbi seems alright, but as far as her maintaining a career online, I just don't really see the longevity here, given her motivations are all wrapped up in clout, material possessions, and greed. Not to even mention the fact that it seems like she couldn't really give a damn about her podcast or producing it in a better way. But I want to know what you guys think about this latest Bobbi Althoff update down below. I also want to thank Sundays for Dogs for sponsoring today's video once again. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other industry plants out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
That was a good video. I like that. Like I said, I will make sure that my Hawk Tuah video is here at the end of this video. If you like my video, please, please, please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. I drop videos every single day. No matter what, I will drop a video. It will be about drama or it will be about basketball. If I have the time. Like during spring break, I'll probably have days where I go 2, back to back, like Drake. Before he became weird, but because when spring break comes, I'll be off from school, so I'll be able to drop 2 videos a day even. But nonetheless, for now, I will have videos for you guys every single day. If you're into drama, I'll have a video. If you're into basketball, I have a video for you. If you're into both, shit, I got you every day, buddy. But I got you every other day if you're into drama, every other day into basketball, or every single day if, hey, you fuck with both of that shit. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I hope you have a good one. Enjoy your week. Peace out.